Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Canavan. I'm joined once again by Sam Jane, proud to broadcast on SalineLive.com for the showing of Saline Varsity taking on Bedford Varsity in girls volleyball. Altogether going to be an exciting game. How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing great, Patrick. It should be a fun night tonight with two very competitive programs going up against each other, and I'm excited for tonight's matchup.
Oh, absolutely, and it'll be a good one to get today so far. Before this match, we were doing the JV lineup, and altogether, Bedford came ahead 2-1 over Saline. And a little different thing here in varsity lineup, it's a best of 5 set match here today, where if it goes to the 5th set, top score will be to 15 rather than 25 for the first 4 sets. Altogether, it's going to be a very, very interesting lineup because Saline and Bedford have a very serious rivalry that, honestly, from what I remember, it started when I was in high school back in 2014 when there was a little heat between the football teams, and it transferred over here when there was a lot of heat between the volleyball teams, and it's lasted ever since.
Yeah, as a high school athlete, I can tell you that Bedford means a little extra. You prepare a little bit more for them on every level and every sport, and it's a game that you circle on your schedule, and you say, well, we got to win this one because it's our rival. So I'm sure that the girls today have this game as a very important matchup. What I'm looking for today for Saline is how you can use momentum to your advantage, because in the JV game, that was a key thing. Saline was very on extreme highs and lows, and sometimes they were able to convert those into wins, and then the 2 games they lost, just it wasn't enough. But I'll be looking to see how the Hornets use the momentum to swing the games back and forth. And on the Bedford side, just they're I don't know much about their varsity squad yet, but junior varsity squad had very solid defense and some very powerful hits. So I'll be looking to see if the varsity squad can replicate that.
Absolutely. I think it'll be interesting to see how this game will turn out overall, because the gym's packed on the other side. I know we don't have a camera facing the stands, but I can tell you right now, people have been lining up to get in for a while, and they're ready for this big old face-off to see what happens.
Yeah, it's definitely a packed gym. I was out there before the game started, and it was almost filled to the brink here. So both teams look to be fired up. You got a little bit of angst, it seems, and excitement for this game. So should be a good one, and I expect it to be high intensity.
And as the players start to get into their position, it's all about hyping yourself up. We have for the varsity matchups compared to the JV. Varsity has 2 officials. There's the one on the ladder right in front of you, and the far side as well, who acts as more of a secondary opinion to the lead official. As we started off here with Saline to open the serve. Goes for the kill, shut down there. As point is awarded to Saline. I think it was contact with the net on the far side there by Bedford. 1-0 Saline.
Yeah, head coach Emmeline Polka for the Hornets and Katie Destate for the Bedford Kicking Mules are going to have to duel all night in terms of strategy and substitution. So that should be a game within the game as the Hornets, again, get back-to-back points here.
Absolutely. There you go. 2-0 for the Hornets, up real quick there.
And for captains for today's games, you're looking at Hannah Blaney. She is a junior for Saline. And then Savannah Killian, who's a junior as well for the Bedford Kicking Mules. As Bedford gets their first point there.
Solid kill there, 2-1. That's Tori Clevenger there on your screen. And a solid kill there. Block wasn't quite enough for that one. Hornets 3-1.
Already a substitution for the Hornets here as Sophie Pepper will check into the game and immediately start out as the server.
Solid block there, front center for Saline. And again, a double block there was, I believe, number 16 overall, Josie Barrow. Playing an altogether fantastic defense. Hornets up 4-1. And Bedford able to retaliate with that side swiping kill there. Down low, that was number 17, I believe, Cameron Wolf. Serve just out of bounds as Bedford up one more now, 4-3. Five-two, pardon me. Just out of reach there, deflected and nearly saved by the Hornets in the back, however. 5-3. Easy touch there by the Hornets. Just knock it right over and caught out of position in the back. Bedford, or Saline still up 5-4. Serve just short, going in favor of Saline there, 6-4.
Yeah, Saline playing with a lot of energy so far. A lot of moving around, a lot of hustle, a lot of excitement after each play. And that's what all you can really ask players. They give 100% effort at all times and show energy.
Oh, absolutely. But that's unfortunate there for Saline, as that's the second point going against them that's come off of a inaccurate serve there. Definitely something to work on for the remainder of this set. Carly Emerson with just too much heat on that. Point goes to the Hornets, 7-5.
Yeah, and I count that as 2 missed serves for both teams on each sides of the ball. You had Saline hitting into the net twice, and then Bedford 1 to the net and 1 overshot. So something you got to work on is the end, because missed serves doesn't even give the other team a chance to have to put it back in play. So you got to be accurate with those.
Absolutely. Solid kill, picked up there with a diving save for Saline. And returns it with ease. 8-5, Hornets up. Blaney to serve now for the Hornets. Quick setup there, out in front. I believe that was number 14 with the setup, Carly Emerson, and then the kill for Bedford put it up 8-6 now. Hornets still leading the way. Katie Hicks and Karis Cross comes in for the Mules.
You hear those calls of mine up on for the Hornets. Good communication by them that led to a point for.
Communication is key, and we saw a lacking of that in the JV matchups. Deflected there. The block was able to get up, however, shut down, and Bedford's on the board once again. I believe that was Alyssa Griner there with the kill. Diving save is not quite enough. I believe number 14, Carly Emerson, with the dive there. Hornets up 10-7.
A lot of substitutions here early, Patrick. Both teams getting new players in. fresh off the bench.
Emma Riggs starting out the serve there.
Whoa.
Kill saved away there.
Save. Kendall Robeson there had an amazing save.
Contact with net. Points going to the Hornets.
That was a great turnaround by Saline. It looks like that was going to be a point for Bedford, and Robeson was able to deflect that up in the air, and that led to contact with the net, which is a point for Saline.
Rigg to start it off once again. Set, then knocked right over.
Whoa.
Fake out there as Bedford seemed to be expecting the kill.
And Bedford's going to take a timeout to stop momentum as Saline is pushing ahead their lead as they take a 12-7 lead with your first timeout.
It's quite a different tone compared to the first matches we called earlier. The JV game seemed to have a little bit of a slow start, but now you're looking at the varsity lineup really setting it up and carrying it forward.
Definitely something as the competition and the age gets raised, the intensity and the skill level obviously goes up, and you have more experience, so you know what best fits your team, and you have more chemistry, which we talked about earlier, which is chemistry in a sport like volleyball where communication is so key, is very crucial.
Oh, absolutely. That's the end of the timeout as Hornets back out on the court. Mules in the back there with the formation, looks to be a 4-2. Or no, stacked in the front, however. They're shifting it up now. Serve options to the outside, catching the lone kicking Mule, kind of out of sync. I believe that was Jessica Steinman with the recovery. However, Riggs gains the point for the Hornets. 13-7. In the backfield, Hornets able to kind of keep it away from themselves now. Second hit. Soft kill, puts it over the top, collected there by the Mules on the far side.
Yeah, Robeson has had some big saves for the Hornets. There's two in a row there where they've been able to make some plays, and that one didn't lead to a point, but keeping our Hornets in the game.
Absolutely, and I believe that was a fourth hit on the play there. Just wasn't enough to get over the net, so play going to the Mules. Solid recovery up front. Another block and a quick touch there. Yet the Mules are relentless in their defense, sending it right back.
Really good rally here between the two teams. And it ends with a nice deflection at the net there.
Great move there by number 14, Carly Emerson, right in front, able to stand up and put down the block. Back over top, and finds the back corner, and a smoking kill right there. 14-9. Hornets lead the way. Sidlowski, or pardon me, Barrow to open it up.
Oh, that was a nice shot. That had some serious zip on that one. Line drive right to the back middle where there's no Hornet defender. Perfect combo of accuracy and power to get the Bedford a point there.
Absolutely. So far, the weakness of the Hornets seems to be in the backcourt as their front defense is unstoppable, so you got to make it through them first, though. 14-10 currently. It's all a long kill. They're deflected in the back.
And it's been the opposite for Bedford. Their back defense has been incredible, while their front defense has been a little weak. As you saw another point in the back, like Patrick was talking about, get through. But I'm sure the Hornets will improve and get better as the games go on. That'll be net interference, it looks like.
Point going to Bedford, 14-12. Solid kill and deflection there by Clevenger. Clevenger with the set. Tries to kick it back deep in Hornet court, however, unsuccessful.
Nice.
And nearly saved there. Karras Cross, I believe, with the diving save. Just not quite enough on it. Up and out of bounds.
Sophie Peppard on the serve there for the Hornets.
Solid kill there. Hornets up another point, 16-12. Peppard once again to serve it up. Bedford shifting back to their 4-2 defense. A little miscommunication there, or just out of place, as point goes in favor of the Hornets on a Bedford error. 17-12.
Tried to put it in the bottom or top left corner there, but that's the hardest place in the court to hit. You're serving from the far right, and you got to go all the way over to the left. And Pepper just couldn't fit that one in there as it heads out of bounds off the Hornets.
Solid kill. Makes it difficult for the backcourt to stop. Play seems to have adjusted there. That was number 17, Cameron Wolf, trying to stop it there. Just deflected off the wrong direction. Blaney with the serve. Once again, solid diving save. Puts pressure back on the Hornets. Kill unsuccessful to make it over the net. That was Abigail Zambek with the off the net as point goes towards Bedford. 18-4. Saline leads the way, however. Nearly another solid block point going to Bedford.
Saline back defense has to get better. It's been pretty vulnerable right now, and Bedford's attacking it.
Quick touch there makes it difficult to retaliate as Bedford. Another point on the board, 18-6. Hornets leading the way. Timeout called by Saline there, I believe.
Yeah, Saline needed a momentum stopper there, as I think that's one of the primary reasons Coach Palka decided to use that timeout, as Bedford was getting on a little bit of a roll there, and you can't allow it to fall out of control when you're up.
Absolutely, and I feel like the entire Palka family's in the house too, because you have Emily Palka, and you have her dad, football coach, Joe Palka, and then you also saw Emily's brother, Tyler Palka, as well out here this evening.
Obviously very ingrained in Saline athletics.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Two of the better programs here, coached by Palkas.
Bedford to start the serve here. Emerson wide outside. Hornets up another point. Blaney to open up.
Speaking of families, you have Hannah Blaney and Julia Blaney, who are twins. So a family relation.
Near save there by Hannah Blaney. Katie Hicks in the game now for the Mules. Kill solidly deflected there by Sophia Gray, number 23, 19-18. Putting the set in crunch time as the Hornets slowly losing their lead.
Crowd is getting loud here at Saline, trying to urge their Hornets on to get this victory.
Up and out of bounds, I believe, on that end. Point going to Hornets, 20-18.
See, Robinson bogs the ball a lot. That's all about rhythm and getting in a zone. Preparation. Needs to do a good serve. Nice little chip shot there over the net.
Quick touch, Hornets up 21-18.
Great play by Blaney there.
Solid kill in the backfield there, striking the Hornets' vulnerable spot. 21-19 now. Griner started off with that serve there. Pressure on the Hornets after a solid block and a second one to match. However, up and out of bounds off that block as Hornets gained the point on that. 22-19.
See a lot of double teams by Bedford early when they go up there for the net. So that leaves the back end vulnerable and can lead to deflections if you go in between the middle of the two of them and go out of bounds as it did there.
Over the top, solid. Griner once again trying to hammer it down there with the kill for Bedford. Looks like we got a foul and point going to Bedford, 22-20. Bedford to open it up once again, trying to find its way. Deflected Hornets looking to maintain and control on their side. Solid kill there, down low, unable to find its way through. Kind of a serious volley going back and forth here.
Oh, nice save there by the captain. Really good volley, like Patrick said.
Forward once more, back and forth. Solid save.
Oh.
And rides the net and falls in Bedford's favor there. Unfortunate way for that to round out 22-21.
Eventually that's going to happen. And a key rally like that, just the roll of the net, so it plays into Bedford's favor as we got another tight one here, 22-21 Saline.
And Saline tries for the quick retaliation, 22 apiece now. Timeout called by Saline.
Heading into these last 3 points, whoever can get to those fastest and win by 2, obviously. Patrick, what do you think each team has to do to get those?
I think Saline has to really defend in their backcourt. They've been pretty vulnerable. They get crunched up at the front, and they have great blocking skills up front. But if it gets by, it's almost always a point for Bedford. And for Bedford altogether, it's tough. They've got a very solid team all around when it comes to who they are on the court. And for how they need to play, I think there needs to be a little more communication and a little more accuracy as well. But altogether, a great showing so far in set 1 for the Hornets and the Mules.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. Got to stay steady in the back end if you're the Hornets. They definitely have the home court advantage. As you can hear this crowd roaring through, urging the Hornets on. It's a massive point here.
Set and deflection kill. Point for the Hornets.
Yeah, that's a big point by Saline. Now you bring in some subs here. Hope to get some fresh legs for the end of this set.
Josie Barrow steps in there for the Hornets. Goes for the kill once again, yet it rides the net, and I believe point awarded to Bedford there.
This is the biggest point of the set here. Tied at 23 apiece. Blaney with a nice return gets a set, and that's a
solid
great
kill
finish.
there.
Could not see if that went in or out of bounds, but that was an incredible play.
I believe,
Back left corner.
yep, and points awarded to Saline there. Now that's going to be set point as well.
This could be it. Saline back.
In the back, and it
There
finds
is.
them uneven there, and there you have it, folks. 25-23. That's set 1.
Good first set by the Hornets there in a close match. Got to get better in the back end for the rest of this one.
They've got stuff to work on, but we'll be back in about 3 minutes for set 2. And we're back. Hornets up 1-0 over the Kicking Mules of Bedford. It's so far been a fantastic game, and we're looking forward to seeing how the next couple sets play out. Remember, it's best of 5. Win at 25 points a set until you get to set 5, where it's 15 is the cap.
Yeah, the Hornets get this set. It gives them in great position to win this game, Patrick, because going up 2-0, then you only have to win one of the next 3 is massive.
Absolutely. Kicked off there by the Mules. And knocked back by the Hornets in quick deflection. Hornets up 1-0 to open it up right away.
And we've seen a lot of substitutions out of Saline today, Patrick. You think that's about personnel groupings or strategy? I think it's probably more about who you want serving, as they softened in Sophie Peppard a lot for serving, and that's more personnel-wise.
I'd say it's more personnel-wise as well, because in that situation, you really want to make sure you have a dynamic group of players on the court that really reflects how you want that play style to come out and get the ball across the net, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Solid kill there. Goes in favor of Saline. 2-0 for the Hornets.
A little bit of debate here by the referees. Discuss if this went in or out. Looks like the back judge gave the in signal at first, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, initially gave point to Saline.
But it looks like it's going to Bedford now.
It's going to Bedford, so score changed back to 1-1. And looks like that was out of bounds when contact was made far side. So point going to Bedford, 2-1. The Mules lead. Very solid kill there up front by the Hornets.
Powerful strike there.
2-2 across the board.
Both teams' weaknesses so far have looked like the back spot of the defense. Yeah. And you got to shore that up if you want to win. Saline's just been a little bit better at exploiting it. And in a way, their front defense makes up for it a little bit because it's harder to get the ball over the top.
And there you go, Saline up again. 3-2.
So Saline there is able to recover and get a point there, which is key, but that point will go to Bedford as Blaney's shot goes off the net.
4-3, Hornets leading the way. And another kill down low. I believe that was number 13, Emma Rigg. Hornets 5-3 now, second set.
Hornets right now look like the more powerful team. They're striking every ball, has serious velocity on it, and it makes it so harder for the team to catch up if it's accurate, and Bedford's struggling with it.
Solid block there by Bedford.
And then you change it up with a change-up, and that one almost got down. Great save by the Kicking Mules.
Point goes to Bedford. Katie Hicks comes in for the Kicking Mules as out goes number 11, Tori Clevenger. Easy touch over the net. Picked up by Bedford. Kill blocked there, close side by Blaney.
Bedford's adjusted well. They're challenging way more passes at the front of attack.
Diving save maintained there.
Another really good rally between the two squads here. Nobody can seem to find an open hole in the defense. And eventually off a deflection, Bedford's going to get a clutch point.
Solid block there by Sophia Gray. 5-5, Bedford's caught up early. Karras cross to open up for the Mules. Maintained, across the net. Block and deflection in the backfield looks to have gone off of, I couldn't see who it was, the back Hornet. Point Bedford, 6-5.
I think it was Blaney in the back end there, just ricocheted off her. Bedford's defense has improved massively, and they're getting points off of it too. These deflections at the top of the rim, Saline's not getting anymore. It's taking away a lot of their offense.
Absolutely, they're blocked there by the Hornets. Kind of caught their backcourt out of position.
Finally, Saline gets one there to get over top the net.
Kettle Robeson comes in for comes in as well as, I believe, Sydney Baldwin. Then Robeson comes out with the serve. Solid block there, however, spins out of bounds. Point goes to Bedford, 8-6. Mules lead the way.
Hannah Blaney, pardon me, urging her teammates on, telling them, let's go, let's pick it up, we got to play better. And they did there. Get a point there.
Diving save seems to have just been out of reach there for the Mules. 8-7, Hornets looking for the comeback.
Seems like every play, some Mule is on the floor making a great save. That's been the difference in the second set so far. High adjustments between sets. They're not falling for those change-ups anymore.
Solid touch there by the Hornets, able to knock it right over.
There's that power we talked about.
Solid power deflected in the backfield. Unable to be maintained there by the Mules. 8-8, current score.
No, Patrick, I don't think we've seen an ace today.
I don't think we have either so far. It's been a pretty well-defended match altogether. There's your diving save for the Mules.
Can't keep track of those on one hand.
There's another one. Not enough as she knocks it right up and out of bounds. 9-8, Hornets lead the way. 10-8. Hornets continue their streak. Timeout there called by Bedford. Altogether, a very strong showing for the Hornets this evening.
One thing I think Saline has done well in these past couple serves is they've matched Bedford's intensity. Hustle, diving for the ball every time it comes near you. And they've used that power that we talked about, Patrick, to finish shots and not let Bedford have a chance to deflect it to their
absolutely
to their forwards.
Solid kill there by Bedford to reopen the scoring. 10-9.
There was a dose of Saline's own medicine there as they receive some power from the kicking mules. Nice shot.
Kill knocked right back in Mule's direction. It looks like Hallie Turner there. Josie Barrow back on the court.
Good save there by Blaney.
There's your diving save again. Solid set, looks for the kill, just out of reach. Point goes to Bedford. Oh, going back to Saline, in fact.
They went right back to what they did on that last play, going from the right side to the left side. That's a tough shot, but if you can execute, that's a point you're going to get 9 times out of 10. Saline's backhand has really tightened up here. Done a great job of not letting the Bedford defense expose their holes.
Solid kill there. A little bit of deflection all over the place. Unable to be maintained by the Hornets. 12-10. Clevenger steps into the game once again.
Yeah, that had no chance. Once that got over the back line, you had 4 Saline offense up near the net and 2 in the back end, and just simple numbers tells you you're not going to get a ball that goes to the middle when your defenders are flanked out on the edge.
Clevenger again.
There's that diving save. Keeps it alive. And another one. Bedford's all over the floor right now. That's some miscommunication there by Saline, but a nice little on your feet shot there. She saw the opening and she attacked.
Absolutely. Saline up now. 13-11. Halfway through this set now. Over the top and out as Hornets up 14-11.
That was a nice kill there by Bedford.
Very solid kill, 14-12, Bedford up.
A little too much juice on that one.
14-13.
Great shot there by the Saline back end to set her up, and that was a great finish.
Altogether, absolutely. 15-13. Hornets now looking to finish it off in these last 10. Solid kill. Picked up there. The diving safe by the Mules. Negative deflection results in point going in favor of Bedford there. Kept in bounds there.
They're going to call that in. That looked like it was out of bounds to me, but Bedford bench is not happy. But Saline will take all the breaks it can get.
16-14. They're still rolling with it. Solid kill, harsh deflection though, maintained.
Great recovery there by the defense of Bedford. But Saline finishes it off with a nice shot.
A very solid block there. Hornets 17-14. Clevenger far side keeps it in bounds. Blaney trying to maintain, blocked and redirected there. Hornets up, still good as it travels over the net. And a solid block by the Hornets.
Block again. The long arms of the Hornets are keeping Bedford at bay.
18-14, Hornets maintaining a solid lead. Timeout.
They're going to have to figure out a way to get that ball over the top. Attack the back end, because right now it's not working.
It's definitely making it difficult for the Mules to stay in the game so far, absolutely. And here we go, 18-14 altogether. Solid touch over the top. Hornets look to rebuke there, knocked up in the air and maintained.
Oh, that was beautiful by the Hornets.
Very solid kill. Finds them out of position. 19-14. Kind of a two sets of different quality here. Hornets pulling away now.
Yeah.
Julia Blaney to open up with the serve.
Yeah, Julia Blaney's been doing really well from that back end position as a server. She's been accurate and she's delivered some power. No aces, but it's not always about aces. If you can get defense out of rhythm and out of position, plays like that will happen.
Exactly. Nobody's there to retrieve off of a poor deflection on the defensive block. 20-14. Another solid block there by Emma Rigg up front. 21-14.
Coach Palka's got to be feeling great right now about how her team's performing. It's rarely getting to, now in these last couple of shots, it's really getting to 3 times the ball's been on Saline's side. It's always serve, hit back, deflection, point, and you can't really do anything about that if you're the Mules.
Absolutely. Serve there just out of reach with too much juice on it. 21-15. Saline leads the way. Clevenger steps out as in comes Katie Hicks for the Mules. And a solid block there by the Mules. Sent it right back in Hornet direction. 21-16 now. Easy touch over the top.
Oh, great save.
Soft kill, nearly psyched out the Hornets.
Player out of bounds when she touched it.
Going back to the Hornets now. Or pardon me, the Mules, 21-17.
Mules making a little bit of a comeback here. Saline's got to hold on.
It looked like it was a reach over on the side of Bedford. However, points going in Bedford's favor. 21-18. Timeout called by Saline. Time to regroup and make sure you maintain that lead.
Yep, Saline just got to hold on here. Doesn't matter how ugly it is, just got to hold on to get a win. To go up 2-0, it's really hard for a team to come back from down that much. I mean, you got to win 3 straight. No room for error if you lose this game if you're the kicking Mules.
Yeah, absolutely. But what's that saying? Teams that are down 3-1 in the playoffs are always going to lose. That's not always the case, though.
Oh no, definitely not. That's I mean, you definitely see it happen tonight, and you see Bedford's playing with big urgency right now and finding a way to come back and win, and hopefully win this game for them. But if you're Saline, you got to finish. And to answer your question, yeah, you can come back from 3-1, but I'd rather be in Saline's position than Bedford's.
There you go. Solid kill, deflected around it. Saline gains another point, 22-18, up by 4, looking to maintain. Sid Baldwin and Kendall Robeson come in for the Hornets. Solid kill, up and out of bounds, however. Hornets gain the point. (23-18), looking to go to set point here.
Robeson's been excellent tonight from serving.
Set up, looks for the kill, finds it. Set point, Hornets, 24-18.
Yeah, and this is a much different story this game than the last. Hornets are dominating this one. The crowd can sense that this set point is big. Bedford responds, though. That's the resiliency you would like to see in your team.
Oh, absolutely. 24-19. Wolf steps in for the Hornets. Serve looks to go just out of bounds there, 24-20.
Stay patient if you're the Hornets. Get those rallies you like, because that favors you, and you can get a good deflection off at the in a meeting at the net.
Absolutely, you got a little bit of a buffer zone. Retaliation by Bedford, sending it right back over. Solid recovery. Solid dive there.
That should do it.
That's it, 25-20. Final score for the second set. Hornets up 2-0 now, looking to go to set 3 and complete the lineup for the sweep for the Hornets. And we're heading back in. Set number 3. Hornets looking to finish off the sweep here as they're up 2 sets to Bedford 0.
Yeah, if Hornets can finish out with this sweep here, that'd be big for confidence heading into the next game against your arch rival. And to beat them 3-0, you have bragging rights for a year, and that's always nice.
Oh, absolutely. And knowing Saline Bedford, there's always a little bit of Twitter feud going back and forth, so it's always a little satisfying. You can put that to rest on your terms.
Yep. Great communication by the Hornets right now.
And a solid kill there with a slight deflection, catches Clevenger out of position. Solid block. Point goes to the Hornets.
Bedford just kind of looks distraught right now. Saline's just overpowering them at the net and finding holes in the back ends of their defense. Kicking Mules have to readjust.
And a solid effort there. However, that one's on the Mules. 3-0.
That might be one of our first aces today,
yeah,
Patrick.
And point back to Saline there.
Great start for the Hornets in this game-winning set. If they were to win, and they're going to get a timeout for Bedford.
That's a fantastic start. Altogether 4-0. Hornets are up, and it's looking to be a finale push right here for the Hornets to see if they can kind of wrap it up.
Yeah, they don't want to take this to extra sets if they don't have to. Bedford coach here probably telling your players, guys, calm down. We can finish this. We can win this game. We just have to continue to do what we've done in practice and I don't know how to put it best into words, but don't change your mentality just because you're down. You have to keep that same positive attitude and focus on the team.
Absolutely. It's vital to keep good morale as we move on here. Kicked off by the Hornets there. Solid block up front. Catches nearly caught Bedford out of guard there, but off of Saline as Bedford is now on the board 4-1. Maintained there in a sketchy moment there for the Mules. Solid block, misdirection, and a lack of communication gets Bedford another point on the board, 4-2. Solid kill, Saline up 5-2. Peppered in to take the serve.
Seems like Peppard and Robeson have been your designated servers throughout the game, subbing in when Saline takes advantage and gets the ball, and they need a server to come in. It's been Peppard and Robeson.
Solid kill, but solid block at the same time.
Great diving save.
Nearly maintained, still maintains as point goes to Bedford there.
That's just great hustle and great effort by both teams.
Oh,
both
yeah.
teams were on the floor. Both teams were reflecting balls at the net. That was a great possession by both.
Solid kill, 6-4. Hornets lead the way. Block going in favor of the Mules there. Just a little unfortunate misdirection by the Hornets. Kara Swartz and Katie Hicks come in for the Mules.
Great shot. Left to right. That's where it is, because you get a one-on-one. And if you have some velocity on it like the Saline forwards have had all game, then it's hard to match that in the back end.
Blaney to serve. Diving save there. Deflects off the net, going in Saline's favor there. Looks like it went off the right post.
And unlike a sport like hockey, the post and football, the post is either very advantageous or very unfortunate for a team.
Absolutely. Point going to Saline there. Deflected out of bounds by the Mules.
I apologize if any of you are Bears fans.
Solid touch, puts it over the top. Diving save made by number 21 for Bedford, and a solid block. His point is awarded to Bedford there.
Bedford fighting for a call there from the back judge. Saline wants that hometown cooking. But refs have been very good tonight. Fair on both sides. It's a great little touch pass there. Saline has come from that right side with power all night, and great adjustment to kind of loft it over the head of the defense as they were on their back heels.
Absolutely. 10-5. A very solid block there by the Mules. However, too much on it as it goes out of bounds. 11-5.
Yeah, Saline dominating this set as well. Past two sets have been in favor of the Hornets.
Solid block. There's a double touch there by the Hornets. 11-6.
Good adjustment by Saline there.
Floater kill there, maintained and defended by Bedford. Solid block to put it right back. We're seeing similar points here by the Hornets, 12-6.
Yeah, definitely, Patrick. Similar points. Getting those blocks at the net been so crucial for Saline's lead.
Starting it off down low. Another solid block, picked up by Bedford, however, still.
Almost an ace there.
Over the top, finds its way in bounds. Hornets, 13-6.
Bedford's coach trying to get anything going, bringing in substitutes, trying to get this Bedford team fired up about what they have to do to pull out a victory.
Solid serve there, puts Bedford in a tough spot, but they're able to knock it right back. Saline looking to retaliate. Quick touch. Saline still in possession and maintaining here.
There's a nice floater. Saline's executed those so well in complement to their powerful strikes from the back end and and it's really thrown the Bedford defense off.
Absolutely. Current score stands at 14 to Saline 6. Nearly maintained there. Looks like it deflected off of their back mid. 14-7 in favor of Saline still. Clevenger to serve. Blaney. A solid kill in the back, just out of reach of Bedford's back. 15-7. Serve opened up there by Barrow.
Another one of those right to lefts.
Falls just short of the net there, unable to find its way across. 16-7. Timeout called by the Mules. 16-7, current score. Hornets well on their way towards a sweeping victory.
You know, I don't know about you, Patrick, but Saline's really impressed me tonight. I expected this to be a close games all the way, maybe 5-game, 4-game type set, but it looks like it's going to be 3-zip, which is really impressive for Saline.
Oh yeah, they came out swinging and they pulled away in the first, and that was definitely a big moment for the Hornets. And now you're looking at it, kind of Bedford slowing down game by game, and this is definitely a situation where Saline could definitely put the nail in the casket and finish it off. Solid block there, sent back in Saline's favor. 17-7.
Yeah, like you said, Patrick, I mean, I just see the Bedford players, they're tiring.
Oh yeah.
The back end's not getting to as much of those balls that are flying. The diving startups aren't happening as often. And you can see Saline's playing with a lot more energy right now.
17-8, Saline looking to retaliate here. Kill blocked there by Bedford, far side. Solid, but out of bounds as it's 17-9. Now, folks, if you're worried that this is going to be the end and you're not going to get any more sports on the way, we'll be back this Thursday for a field hockey doubleheader. You can catch us at 5:30 for the JV game and Varsity at 7 on SalineLive.com. 18-9 now. Saline leads the way. Just out of reach there, finds Peppered. Not ready for that lineup, as its point goes to Bedford there, 18-10.
Yeah, one of my players of the game for Saline today has been Haley Turner. She's been always at the rim, and she's gotten so many deflections, it seems, and blockbacks that have led to points for Saline. And then at the back end, I would say Sophie Peppered. She's been great in serving and allowing the Hornets to not get aces necessarily, but set the defense up in bad positions where they can take advantage.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. 18-11. Set and kill, put over the top and just out of reach and out of position for number 2 in the back, Josie Ross, the sophomore for Bedford. 19-11 is the score. Saline leads the way.
That's going to be 4 touches there.
Yep. Point goes to Saline, 20-11. Little mistakes here as we come towards the end of the third set. And looks like those 4 touches for Saline, too, with a block. Bouncing around there. Solid block there up front by Bedford to send it right back. Kara Swartz sitting right in the middle. Kara's cross to start out the serve. Solid kill in the back. Once again, Saline finds Bedford out of position. 21-13. Blaney opens up there. Kill maintained by the other Blaney. Solid kill and a diving Bedford save. Saline in the right positions, however, able to maintain. Solid block. Kill in the back. Bedford races to keep it in bounds. It's maintained, and that's something you don't see very often when it's so far out of bounds like that.
Yeah, Bedford showing a lot of hustle, even though this game they're most likely going to lose. They're not giving up, and that's great effort. That can lead into other games where
it really values, and this is a very long volley. It's still maintained on either side. No one's giving up. Solid touch in just short of the back line there. Hornets gain the point, 22-13. Altogether, seriously impressive volley there by both sides.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great volley. Generally, though, towards the end, once you get there, the more energized team will get it, and Saline has got more stamina. They have more players that have come in. They've subbed more, and that allows for fresher legs. And obviously, when you're winning, you're more energetic. And
absolutely there.
Bring in Robeson to finish this one out.
22-13. Bedford trying to send it back, and they do. 22-14. Far side trying to maintain. Hornets now. And a solid kill there. Finds its way to the backside for Bedford and back in favor of the Hornets. 23-14. A little miscommunication could have gone bad there for the Mules. Solid kill, but even better block. 23-15. Easy touch nearly finds its way in Hornet favor. Up and out of bounds there with that cross-court play. 23-16.
Yeah, we've seen that cross-court play a lot. It's worked most of the time for Saline. That's how they've adjusted, I think, to those shots that were getting blocked in the first set. That's what I think Bedford should have done more. Tried at least, because they've continued to get rejected at the net, and you got to switch it up, and there it is again.
There it is, a very solid move. 24-16. Match point.
And that's what having veteran players can do for you. Players like Haley Turner can say, hey guys, it's not going, we're not being able to challenge them vertically, let's challenge them side to side. And they've done that excellently here in the second and third sets.
And Bedford able to gain a little more ground. 24-17. Match point Saline still. Short by Saline there. And in the middle of all the Saline backs there, unable to reach. 24-18.
And there we saw that cross-court play, and it worked. So it just seems a little bit late for that. And Bedford, they fought extremely hard tonight, so can't do nothing but give credit to them. Saline just played better.
Another close block by Bedford, sent back in Hornet favor, or pardon me, Bedford favor.
They're making a run here.
Yeah, making a short run.
Saline's going to have to take a timeout because they've got to recuperate.
Recuperate and finish it off here as still match point. And this is looking like it could be the very end if Saline can come out on top. And here we go. They started off Bedford. Clevenger in the back to open up with the serve. Hornets with the kill. Floats over the top. Solid block by Bedford down low. Bedford goes for it, and point awarded to Bedford. 24-20, making a little bit of a run here and gaining ground.
So you just got to get 1 point. You got to finish this off. You can't let this go to another set.
Up and out of bounds on a far serve. Point goes to Saline. 25-20 is the final score, and there you have it, folks. Hornets take the W over the Mules. With that said, we'll be back again this Thursday for a little field hockey doubleheader. JV at 5:30, Varsity at 7. You can catch it on SalineLive.com. I'll be there to call the games. It'll be a good time. And as always, I'm Patrick Canavan.
I'm Sam Jane.
And thank you for tuning in, folks. Good night.